Welcome back to the round trip. This week in crypto, Binance is having another awesome week. It seems like, about a week or two ago, all the talk was about Aster and how, CZ was coming back with his, change on his Twitter profile. And then I think earlier this week, DeFi Llama said like a lot of the volume is fake, but they seem to change focus onto, some of these meme launch pads. And it's been doing quite well for Binance. BNB just hit a all-time high of $1,300. And yeah, 4.meme is taken off, and they've launched quite a few viral memes. And yeah, it's all over my timeline. People are like trying to learn Chinese because they feel like they're missing out. But I'm kind of wondering if I'm just like the exit liquidity. And yeah, but you probably have a better perspective because you could read natively. So what's your thoughts on all this?
Well, Binance definitely did have a notable market movements. Their market cap actually surpassed Tether and XRP, exceeding 177 billion this week. So yeah, this entire Chinese craze is rising, especially with the 4.meme. There is a new coin. Called the entire Chinese market is talking about it. It's called Binance Life. That's the translation, but the actual coin is called 币安人参.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is like the Chinese boom, like the Chinese version for the BNB chain meme boom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like these memes really wouldn't take off in the Western community. There's no like Solana Live, but
Mhm.
yeah, CZ's helped a lot of people become very rich with BNB because like they just print. If you hold BNB, you get like a lot of these airdrops on Binance. And for years people have like got the custom BNB license plate, and I think like even like custom wrapped cars I've seen in Dubai for BNB. And like, people love CZ. He's kind of like the Elon Musk of crypto.
Mhm.
Just yeah, real catalyst for change in the industry. And he's been like in it from the start. I also saw a little beef between like OKX where CZ kind of started out, and like Star was like, yeah, we don't do the memes, but like people are actually getting mad at him. They're like, we just want to make money, yo. Like I don't care about the tech. CZ knows how to make money. At the same time, like OKX, they've done like quite well with the OKX wallet. Like it did was like first kind of to the ordinals trend and like BRC20s for Bitcoin. And yeah, that's pretty like tech heavy. And then also their OKDex has done quite well. But yeah, it seems like this. I could only imagine like if OK kept them, because yeah, Hui also worked there.
Mhm.
I mean, this would be like a completely different kind of market if they stayed. But I like the competition. Things are really heating up, and yeah, I mean, even Binance Japan, they got invested by SoftBank, and
Mhm.
which was quite a big deal. I think they took like a 40% stake. So just further validation for the Binance model
Mhm.
and what CZ is doing. So yeah,
I
how do
mean,
you
yeah,
so
besides Japan, they actually announced another partnership with Ignite. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it, but that this new partnership is to advance their UAE's Web3 ecosystem, giving more startups with mentorship, with technical tools, and access to like the Binance education platform, which is also pretty big. I think besides the Mandarin speaking regions, China, they're also expanding globally in Japan, in UAE. This is quite an ambitious move. Um, and also with their for the meme, the new website that's like the another version of Fun Fun. This is and their recent coin, the BNB all time high. I'm wondering if it's too late to hop on the train, or is it? What do you think? Is it too late, or is there more room?
I feel like it's too late for me because for me to get Chinese alpha, it's like, it's got to go through a few steps. So it's like by the time to get to me is like freaking Zeta. And yeah, I think I'm like the retail exit liquidity. I have like no kind of edge in this market. And then it's also just like a lot harder for like Western people to get BNB. I think it's like only on Binance US because like it's competition for the other exchanges. So there's more steps I think, which causes a lot of friction for like the Western people to get involved. And it's probably like this Chinese meme cabal, like who's really making the money here? I feel, yeah, it's definitely not me. And I don't know. It's hard for me to like jump in because I feel like it's like kind of a copy of like Pump.Fun, like the color scheme, like the whole vibe of the website.
Mhm.
And for me, I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's like there's like this saying in crypto, like, do you want to be right or do you want to make money? And like you could be long term right, but
Mhm.
short term miss out on a ton of money. And I
Mhm.
feel like that's the boat I usually go in. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you making money? Did you get any of this Binance Life?
Well, I think I was just checking out for the meme earlier today, and then it's very interesting. It looks exactly like Pump Fund, and then all the coins that's on the front page. There's a He picture with a new like a dupe token for Binance Life. It's called 装逼人生. It's like a flex. How you? I think direct translation is show off a life to show off. And then they
Mm.
put a He profile picture on the on the coin. Well, I'm just watching the coin. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's too late to get in.
Yeah, and then I think James Wynn launched a
Mhm.
coin, or at least he's like promoting it a lot. The yellow Pepe,
Oh yeah.
Yepe.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, I think he's getting a lot of these kind of referral fees for Aster, and then now he's like launching a coin. I think he's down bad, and he needs more money to leverage trade. So yeah, so there is Western people getting involved in even launching coins. It's yeah,
Yeah.
very interesting.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I do see some Western people. They do like Chinese tweets. They're starting learning Chinese on Twitter.
yeah,
It's actually pretty interesting. You should start learning Chinese.
yeah, I know. I know, like so hot. Like that's probably like the mentality I need to have. Like just don't look and kind of invest. But yeah, I saw like Ansem tweeting in Mandarin, and then like Clemente, the guy who does like funny skits, like doing a few, like he's like sleeping with like a Chinese flag blanket. And it's got yeah, it's definitely interesting. Um, I mean, yeah, I like it. It's definitely a vibe shift. It seems like a lot of people are just having fun, which is always great. But yeah, it's like I did look earlier today, and like a lot of them are down like 40% today. So I'm wondering like how fast is it running out of steam? That four meme, I saw like one candle wick. It went like I don't know, Uncle like Gecko Terminal. It went all the way to like almost 4 billion just
Uh-huh.
because of yeah the meme. Um, so I'm wondering like how much like can this continue? Will we be talking about this next week or it's just going to be something totally different?
Well, actually, I'm watching a coin called Mars. CZ tweeted about Mars on his Twitter, and and there's a Mars coin on PancakeSwap or a DEX tool that's pumping right now.
Okay, Mars. All right.
Yeah,
Wait.
but I don't know if we're. I mean, is the meme rush going to last?
Yeah, so oh yeah, I was wondering yeah, CZ's dog broccoli if that's
Mhm.
making a comeback. It kind of did make a comeback. Like if you look a few days ago, it had a huge pump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with people with like gambling? Do people in crypto space have gambling problems?
Yeah, because like that's the whole like I talked about it to with a few people like this past
Oh.
week. Because last week was token, and they're like talking about like how crypto people don't really want stocks on the blockchain because
Mhm.
one, there's already like wide accessibility, and like crypto people they don't want to make 10% a year. They want to make like 10% within like the next five
Okay.
minutes.
Oh yeah.
Like so, yeah, I think uh, the crypto people love gambling. Crypto is. I feel like it's gambling, especially
Mhm.
like once you're outside the kind of the like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana.
Yeah.
Like once you go into the mid caps, and yeah, especially like the small caps, it's basically gambling.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, did you see the Polymarket news this week too?
oh yeah, I mean this I think a better form of gambling because the odds are I think they could be like quite favorable, and with like prediction markets, there's less like meme cabal, and
Mhm.
you could bet on like the NFL or like real life events that you actually watch and or like you can participate in.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think it's huge validation for Polymarket and like just broadly speaking, prediction markets in general.
Yeah.
Because yeah, $2 billion by ICE, which yeah they own the New York Stock Exchange. That's huge.
Mhm.
So I mean,
Well, I think
like
that
everyone thought it was gonna die after the elections, but I think
yeah.
it's just yeah proven why it's so valuable. I'm a little late, but I actually like just watched they had a South Park episode about prediction markets.
Mhm.
You like I think it was a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, it's pretty hilarious. And then yeah, also but like Kalshi and Polymarket were debating like who's the episode really about.
Uh-huh.
Um, but I think yeah, it's just good in general for the space.
Yeah, I think Polymarket is definitely becoming one of the leading player in decentralized prediction markets.
Mhm.
And yeah, the 2 billion from ICE investments is crazy. That actually marks a major shift for the investment marks for the Poly market. So I think this will definitely be something interesting to also watch out for.
Yeah, it's definitely legitimizing it. They had like the whole like CFTC kind of like it being more regulated.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, it's mainstream now. Like this isn't some kind of small fund investing like 5 or 10 million. It's freaking ICE investing 2 billion. So they definitely had like some kind of like inside baseball, I guess, like from the administration saying like they're not going to go after this, and that's kind of been the way things have been leaning towards.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
uh, yeah, pretty interesting. There was like I don't know if it was real or not, but like supposedly like Shane's girlfriend was like, "Hey, look, there's odds if we're gonna get like married or like proposed to," and he's like, or she was tagging him about it
Yeah.
because yeah, who wouldn't want to scoop that guy up now because he's the world's youngest billionaire, self-made.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think Poly Market is. I wonder what they're gonna do with the $2 billion. It will be very interesting.
yeah. I mean, invest it like reinvest it into I don't know new products or just like marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could see this like everybody having it, and I think like more peer-to-peer bets would be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily like whole markets, but maybe like they like peer-to-peer bets turn into markets.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, yeah. They're saying this market is going to trillions. I think it can, because it's actually like for some things, especially
Mm-hmm.
like for financial data, um, it's a better way to like get information because people are putting like money on it. Like when stock analysts they're like, yeah, we think the price is going to be this. It's kind of like they're pumping their own bags. They're saying like it's going to go to 1,000, even though it might not. But if you say like I'm betting like money that this is going to be like the earnings per share, you have of that actual downside, and then kind of the market always seems to meet in the middle and has the most realistic expectation, like the wisdom of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then also because like I think they introduced this feature like a few weeks ago, but yeah, for especially for the earnings,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, even if you're right on earnings, like earnings beat. Okay, you think the stock would go up, but a lot of the times it goes down. So they introduced it like, do you think it'll beat? And then you could actually win that way because stock market, who knows? Like it goes up and down, and it's sometimes it's not really dependent on the data because maybe everybody already believes it's going to beat. So then it
Yeah.
goes down because it didn't beat by as much as people wanted.
I mean, that's where the fun is, right? You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. Watch the South Park episode. It's quite funny. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it's pretty good. Like they try to incentivize people to do like there's like this one bet with Kyle's mom, and they're like pissing off Kyle and like his mom. So she like, because like the odds start at like it's 5% gonna happen, but then they keep like asking her, "Oh, what do you think's gonna happen over here?" And yeah, they're like trying to persuade her to do it to make money. So yeah, that the episode is actually called like conflicts of interest.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah.
Send me the link. Let me watch it.
All right, we'll do. Well, I think that's about it for this week. So yeah, let's see what happens over the weekend. Let's see if people are still learning Chinese on Duolingo or whatever. But definitely interesting. I kind of like the whole East-West thing and the crossover. So let's see if it continues.
Well, I'm going back to for that meme. I'm gonna watch. What's happening on the market right now.
All right, awesome.
Bye.
Have a good weekend. Bye.